And Arizona's roads are often busy. They're often far too dangerous. There's now a statewide effort with DPS to bring law enforcement together with education, technology, and community partners, all with one goal: to reduce fatal and serious injury crashes across our state. This is a campaign called Arrive Alive Arizona. To my left, DPS Director Colonel Jeff Glover. We appreciate you being here, DPS Director. Tell us first what Arrive Alive is, maybe a little bit of history about how it came to be as well.
Yeah, thank you, and appreciate the invite. Yeah. So Arrive Alive Arizona really came to be. It was an initiative through Governor Hobbs, and really it comes down to we need to address the behaviors on the roadway, and in addressing those behaviors, we recognize there were certain instances within the valley, outside the valley, in rural areas where we're having a concentrated issues, and efforts were needed to be placed in terms of what we needed to focus on as it relates to the driving, the impact of whether it be impaired driving, speeding, a lot of reckless driving with lane changes, as well as the distracted driving, which is one of the bigger ones that we're facing right now within the valley. And so it was being able to actually address these issues. We were thankful for the funding that's been given to be able to actually put on initiatives to be able to really go in and address particular areas strategically where we know that some of the trends that are happening are coming in, and a lot of that is through community partnerships and being able to actually understand where the problem points are, getting that information from the community, and then going out and doing the enforcement.
What are some of the biggest problems your troopers every day are seeing? You mentioned distracted driving, no doubt driving under the influence. What are some of the big ones that you're trying to prevent here? Well,
definitely distracted driving is one of the bigger ones that we want to really be intentional about, and making sure that everybody is aware that before you even get into the vehicle and buckle up that seatbelt, please put the phone down.
Sure.
That's one of the big things is the phone. It becomes a distraction. We end up having collisions, and if you have a collision that causes a serious injury or a fatality, that doesn't just impact that family member. It impacts everybody around them. And so we really want to make sure that people understand that it's a privilege to be able to drive. We want you to do it safely in a manner that is going to be safe for you and the motoring public.
Yeah. So what are the public going to notice in terms of, we hear high visibility enforcement? No doubt that's going to be a factor here. More troopers on the highways. What are people going to notice?
Yeah, so what they will notice is that in certain areas there's going to be a lot of high visibility, but it's not just about writing tickets. We know that that 90% of these collisions are avoidable. They could be prevented. It's about being able to correct some of those behaviors, but then at the same time, it's addressing some of the different problem areas that we hear from the constituents, from people that are out there, and we appreciate them calling in, being able to provide us information on where these particular locations are at, where we really need to be focused in on.
Yeah, so important. Just before you go, one message you would give to drivers this summer, if you were to just tell them one message.
One of the messages I would give them is that, if you are, for instance, going into the holiday weekend, July 4th, don't drive drunk. We have rideshare apps. In fact, they are, if you go into the Arizona Department of Public Safety's website, there is discounts for Uber, for Lyft. Make the responsible choice and decision on being able to have an alternate way of being able to get around.
Such an important discussion. Couldn't be more timely. So we appreciate you coming down and having this conversation with us.
Appreciate it.